Okay guys, welcome back. Okay, we'll just do a little revision on this. Now the chip shot. I can't get close enough to the green here because I've got to change the camera position and everything else. So if I'm going to hit a little chip shot, and I'll hit it this way. I've got a little 20 footer on the fringe of the green to those palm trees there. It's about 20 feet. Same thing guys. Load the left foot. Unload the right foot, but load the knee, the right knee in. Get the chest in front of the ball. Sit on the heels. Sit on the heel of your left foot, which will give you a lot of vertical down in the approach, right? Yeah. Lots of forward lean. The right hand is going to do this. The club is going to go very low to the ground, and it's going to release quite vigorously. Perfect shot. Now they go ridiculously straight guys, because the release actually squares the blade on. The release squares the blade. I feel like my nose is in front of the golf ball. That's usually a good checkpoint. Just feel like your nose is in front of the golf ball. If you've got your nose in front of the golf ball, invariably you have your sternum forward. Now the other thing is, which I just touched on insignificantly, is the lateral load that you need to have when you hit this shot. Most people will hit this shot and they're paralysed with fear that they're moving. The movement, the lateral movement here guys, actually is an insurance policy on keeping the blade square. The lateralisation actually stops the club turning over. If you lateralise like this, the club face is dead square. If you're, you know, in your mind, if you're mortified in your thinking, saying I can't move, and you like the arms go past the body here, the centre, and they want to turn over, or they'll want to underturn like that, because you can't pressure down guys if you don't lateralise. I try and keep my left shoulder low. That's one of the other things that I neglected to point out when I'm chipping. Left shoulder low, and I keep it low. As I hit the ball, it's low, low, low. I don't want to feel that my shoulders rock. I feel like I'm just putting my shoulder on the ball. Yeah. Shoulder on the ball. Now they just go dead straight guys. They don't have any option, they must go straight. Can't do anything else. I'll just hit one down we're in the rough here so it's going to bounce all over the place, but I'll show you a little chip shot with the shut body and lateralising. Load the left leg, unload the right, push the right knee in, keep the hips closed, the shoulders closed, nose in front of the ball, and lateralise. Ball just goes dead straight. So what do you got to do guys? When I have a chipping session and I'm doing it for guys, you know, if I hit 30 or 40 balls to a flag, and I don't just hit them from the same place, I have to here because the camera's here. But if I was going to do a session for guys, I move around. I just throw the balls down and then I chip them to different flags from different positions, and that's what you want to do in your practice. Don't hit the ball from the same place, and don't get comfortable with the shot, because you can't get comfortable on the golf course, as we know. So, you know, mix it up a little bit. And just, you know, take your ball through a 20-foot arc and aim at 5 or 6 different pins. Right, now I'll show you how this system is fail-safe. I call it fail-safe. Now I'm going to hit what I call an agricultural shot, just basically a chop, and the ball will still get on the green, and it'll probably still get within a reasonable proximity. If there's not a lot of finesse, not a lot of great technique, all I'm doing is I'm going to make sure that I release the club down and low to the ground and I lateralise. As long as I do that, I'll get a result. And that's all I want. I just want a result that's okay. Okay, let's hit that in about 8 inches from the hole. Now guys, I'm not thinking about the quality or the dexterity of their shot. I don't have to do that. All I'm doing is working with those mechanical parameters and those fundamental applicators, and if I apply those, which is the loading of the left leg, the unloading of the right leg, the pushing in of the right knee, the nose in front of the golf ball, the shaft angle of significance, the keeping the club low through the ball. Just practice, guys, so that you're going to hit 2 balls when you chip or pitch with the golf club. We're going to hit 2. I want to try and keep the club so low to the ground don't worry about going forward. Let yourself go forward. Wow, that's just so crisp. They're super crisp, and the good thing about it is you will never ever hit the ball fat. You can't hit the ball fat. It's not possible. Because the club is on such a descending path, and the hands are in such a strong position that you can't do that. It won't let that happen. You can't do that. So guys, that's about it. It's fail-safe for me, and it's elementary for me because I've done it for such a long time, but it's not hard to learn. And just work out those 3 or 4 things. Okay, we'll just do it. I'll just count it down. Number 1, we load the left leg. Right. Number 2, we unload the right foot, but we push in the right knee. The weight is on the heel of the left foot. The nose is in front of the ball. The shoulder line is closed and the hip line feels closed, and it has to stay like that when you hit it. From that closed position, I'm going to force the golf club down into a release into the ground, through the ground, on the ground, along the ground. And I'm going to let my weight go with the shot. That's all it is, guys. There it is, forward, forward, forward. Just don't let anything open up, that's the main thing. Okay guys, that's about it. I'll be doing another video later on in the week where I can get close to the green. I can actually hit some shots onto the green. And we'll give you a look at that with chipping. Okay.